I started using Codex around 3 weeks back and I wanted to explore how the tool works. And it's pretty good, and comparatively, you can use both of them together also. So I've been using Claude Code and Codex pretty much in the same project. Now, one thing you need to understand, both of these tools are technically the same, and the only difference is how the file names are written. So Claude.md holds instructions on Claude Code, and on Codex it's called agents.md. Similarly, you have settings.json on Claude and you have config file on Codex. And that's pretty much it. After that, the only difference that is left is the project structure. And let me show that to you how that looks. Very simply, I have a project here set up which uses both Claude and Codex. Now, for Codex, you need to use .agents, and within that you have the skills file, and all the skills are stored under that particular folder. While in Claude, you need have a separate skills folder where all your skills are stored. And the only difference that is left is that agents in Claude are written in a markdown file and in Codex are written in a .toml file. That's pretty much it. Once you understand that the difference is just the file naming convention and the folder structure, replicating it is pretty simple. Let me tell you 3 steps. There are 3 different ways of doing this. Now, there are actually 3 ways that you can use your project in Codex. One, if you want to completely switch to Codex, you can just use a direct import option. And the only thing that you need to do for that is open the Codex app, click on the import option, and you have the option to import everything that you want, or even you can choose from the things that you need, and it will import automatically. The second option is what I like, which I like to do for my skills, is symlink. Symlink is very simply a way of referencing your folders in 2 different places. For example, I have a folder skills which is under the .agents folder. I refer the same skills folder for my Claude here in the skills option. So you see here, there is a symbolic link that I've created which refers the same file but in a different folder name. So here it is called skills, and here also it is called skills, but you see the name is not capitalized, and here you have skills which is capitalized. It's super simple. Just ask Claude to create a symbolic link, which means that it can refer the same folder, the same files, but with 2 different folder names. And it is super simple to do, and it takes away the headache of maintaining 2 different copies of the file. And third, and the only thing that you need to do is make sure to have the agents in both the places. You don't need the files in different formats. So you need to copy the agents in .md and convert them into a .toml file. And mostly, if you don't want to do any of this, just simply the best option is just copy all the files. Literally, just ask Claude or Codex to copy all your files in the right format that is needed in Codex so that you can use both of them. But once you pretty much have all of this, you should be able to use both of them together. So for example, just to give you an example, if I just write skills here, you will see all the skills that we have here. And if I write the same here, you will have all the skills that are available will be exactly the same. So you have all the skills here. Technically, Codex has a bit more skills. And if you see here, very simply, we have the same skills on both the sides. And the same skills can be referred and used as needed. I do believe that Codex is getting better, and because of just the cost that Claude Code keeps charging more, and they have changed a lot of policies recently which are not sitting well with the users. Let's see where it goes. Both of those tools are super powerful, and if you're someone who's actually learning about AI, it's definitely give it Codex a try, because you should just know what's out there. And if you're someone who wants to keep learning about AI, you can subscribe to the free newsletter below in the description, and I'll show up in your inbox once a week with great AI topics and also the best updates and a lot of guides and skills that you can use on your projects in the daily basis. I'm Akshat Bahety, and I would love to see you in the next one.